Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Just going to make a little adjustment here. And I am so glad you're with me this morning. So my card this morning, I'm making a card and it has twofold. It is, first of all, to help those who are in my clubs, because some of them, they came and made a card, and this will give them a reference to look back on to remember how to make the card. So this year for my clubs, we're doing fun folds all year long, and they will go home with a template for the fun fold that they made, as well as the written instructions or the email instructions. So this will help them, and you'll see throughout the year that I'll probably be doing more and more of these. And so the fun fold that we did is, let me see, where's my card? It was laying around here. I don't know, maybe I didn't get it out. Maybe because I knew the numbers on it that I needed to cut and everything, I didn't even pull it out. So let me pull it out of my stash. I've already put it away. Let's see if I can find it real quick here. Here it is. So we did this card in clubs. So if you are in my clubs, you'll know which card I'm referring to. So it is this one. And so it's a real simple card. It's just like a double Z fold. I don't know what you'd call it. But it's a simple card. And so that's what I'm going to do today. Except I'm not going to make this one. I'm going to make a different one because it is Valentine's Day. It's going to be February before we know it. I am going to make this one like this. It's even changed from this. So this is the one that I made last night for my sample to kind of play with it. And then we're going to make one similar to it. We're going to use different designer series paper, but the same idea. So to start with, I'm going to take a piece of 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. Now, I'll tell you something. Our paper, our cardstock, is not exact. It's off by about a hair. So a 32nd of an inch, maybe a 16th of an inch. All paper is that way. Any paper you buy is off just a hair. So I am going to cut both sides at that because I want them to be exactly the same. And so this is going to cut off just the tiniest little bit. You can see it's probably a 16th of an inch, maybe a 32nd of an inch, somewhere in between those two numbers. Okay, then I'm going to take this one of my pieces here, it doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to score it at 2 inches and 3 3/4. And turn this around. And I am going to do the same thing on the other end. So that's 2 and 3 3/4. Okay. Now I'm going to take this other piece that we cut the little bit off of, and I am going to cut that to 5 1/4. It's already 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut it to 5 1/2. And then I'm going to cut a piece that is 4 inches. And we're all done with this. All my other layers, I already have them cut. And I will have a PDF on my webpage at stampwithdeb.com where you can get all these measurements. Okay, so we're going to start with this, and we're going to fold it. I'm going to fold it in and then fold it back. And do that on both sides. Same thing on this end. Oops. And you'll notice they don't quite come together in the middle. That's okay. and they don't cover over the edge here, and that's okay. That's what we want. Okay, now, oops, I forgot. I need to cut my designer series paper for this part. So we'll pull this back in here. And the paper that I'm using is called Made with Love, and it's one of our Valentine's Day papers. And it's just really pretty. So I'm going to cut this at 7/8. And then I'm going to cut it at 1 7/8. So let's scoot this over this way and get 1 7/8 over here. Okay. We're done with that. We're going to cut this at 4 1/8. I'm just going to leave 1/8 of an inch or border around it. And we're going to cut this, two of these, at 4 1/8 on the 7/8. So 4 1/8. And 4 1/8. Just like that. Okay. And we'll put that aside now. Okay, so let's get our paper going here. So we're going to start with our 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to attach that. And I want to use green glue this morning. I could see where this could be one of those that I just want to move a little bit. So look at that paper is so cute with the hearts on the back, but we're not using that side. We could. It would work. Okay. So we're just going to leave a little bit of a margin. You can see I have a little margin between the top and the bottom. I'm going to use leave that same amount on the sides. Okay, Deb, don't get glue on the wrong side. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other end. Put this one down here, and just leaving that little bit of a margin. Okay, now let's bring this one back in, because we're going to attach the back of this, which is right here. When I folded it up, the back of it, we're going to attach right here. I feel like you're a little too close, so I'm going to move you up. So close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. Whoops! And it didn't stay. Sorry, guys. I feel like my screen is a little close, and I'm not sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm making it worse. There. There we go. Okay. So we're going to attach this to the center of this. So I'm just going to put some glue on there. Now, when I do this, I want my top and bottom, it's really important for them to be even. And so I'm just going to stand this up just like that. And it's going to go perfectly on there. Okay, then we have this 4 by 4 1/4 piece that we cut. First, let's put this one on. So this is the 1 7/8 by 4 1/8 piece of designer series paper. I could have flipped this one and put the hearts on the inside there, but we're going to stick with the same one. I should have flipped it. Okay. How many different designer series papers can you use on one card? Does it matter? I don't think so. Okay. Then we're going to take our 4 1/4 by 4, and let's make sure we've got the 4 1/4 going this way. And we're going to attach it to this first panel on the left. And we can just flatten that out. And we want to make sure it goes right to the corner of it. Just like that. All right. And it should cover up. Okay. Now, I have already cut, and I'm not sure what the measurement is on this. This paper is not going to allow me to measure this very well. This is 4 by 3 7/8 probably. And so I'm going to attach that to the front of my card. And like I said, I'll have all these measurements in my PDF. So that's going to go on the front of my card here. Just on that front square that was 4 1/4 by 4. So it must be cut 4 1/8 by 3 7/8, something like that. Okay, then I have a different piece of designer series paper, the little hearts, and we're going to attach that to our card. Just like that. All right, and then I've cut a piece of, this is Poppy Parade. So Poppy Parade and Flirty Flamingo are the 2 colors that I'm using. And I forgot my piece for my inside. Okay, which one is longer? Which direction is longer? Okay, so we're going to go this way because we're longer than we are wide. And this could have been cut down smaller to give more of that beautiful designer series paper in the background. For this, I have used the Hearts of Love embossing folder, which is the new folder that we have. It's just come out. It's adorable. It's just got little hearts all over it. I don't know if you guys could see that very well, but it's really a cute folder. So we're going to attach that to the front here. And I'm just going to keep building. Okay, then I wanted to use, so I told you that I would use a new product from our mini catalog. So this is the bears. It's Valentine Kisses is what it's called. It does come with dies. So I have stamped my little bears here on a piece of basic white in tuxedo black memento and colored them with crumb cake. And look, aren't they adorable? They're so cute. I'm also told you I was using the new product of the month, which is Fabulous Sayings. And we're going to use this, let's see, which one are we using? Just because this week. So next week we'll use another one of those. So you'll know how to use a lot of different things on them. Okay, so I am going to attach my little heart here. And that is going to get glued on. And it works better if you glue when you're putting on something that has a texture to it. And I am going to do that just a little tilted because I want my words are going to come through there. And we've still got a couple of bears here to put on. This little bear, did I color him? No. I'm going to put Wink of Stella on him, on that little bear that he's, on that little heart that he's holding. As soon as I locate it, here it is. And I think I'll put a little bit on, I'm going to put it on here too. So Wink of Stella is one of my favorites and it's Valentine's Day, so glittery glitz. If I had a pink, this glitter paper, I probably would have done that on this. So, but Wink of Stella just gives you that little shimmer and makes it look really pretty. Okay, so I'm also going to do that on his little heart that he is holding. Should have done it before I put it in there. So the die cuts this little slit. You don't have to cut it. It cuts a slit in the bottom here and in the top here. And there's a bouquet of flowers. There's a couple of different things that you can stick in here. I wanted the heart and it just goes right in. Let's pull that down a little bit. There we go. In the back. Okay, so I'm going to put him on with a dimensional, which is right here. And this other little bear, I'm going to put her on. We're going to call her a her, since we called him that one a him. We're going to put that one on with dimensionals also. Dimensionals will stick well on the textured background. So, and I'm going to move him over a little bit this way. And we'll put her over on the other side. And she's delighted he got her a heart. And then I have a little tag here that I've cut out of a retired stamp set or a retired die set. I do keep my retired dies and you will see them from time to time pop up. This one is from, let me tell you because you may have it. And it's a great little tag to use. It came from the one of the boxes, the Pretty Pillow box. So I believe it's retired. And it's this little tag right here. And it works great it's just the right size. It seems like it's just always the right size. So, that makes me happy. And I'm using Just Because out of Fabulous Sayings. I'm getting ink on my thumb. And let's see if I can do this without putting my head in the screen and my camera. And get it straight and everything. Not too bad. It'll work. Because by the time I tip it on my card, it won't look crooked, right? Okay. So, Just Because. And I am going to put this on with dimensionals also. So this is just a really sweet and cute card. Not hard to make, but kind of a fun-filled card, which makes it special. I do need one more piece of paper though, right? There's nothing on the inside. So I'm going to just tuck that right in here. How did I do that? Yep. Oh, I have to show you something else. Okay, we're going to put, these are the loose Valentine assortment. That's what it's called. And they are just little hearts. There is, one of these is lips. It's just, they're so cute. Let's see if I can find a lips. There's a lips. Come on. The lips are red. I just dropped that. Look at that. It's a little tiny pair of lips. There's envelopes. There are hearts. So we're going to pull out one of the hearts here. And I am going to just put a glue dot. I've got that right on the end of there. I'm going to put a little dot of glue right here. Come on. Okay. And let's get our heart rate side up. And I'm just going to attach that little dot, that little heart right there. I am going to come back with my Wink of Stella, and I am going to put shimmer on it. So it has just a little bit of that shimmery glimmer on it. Look at that. That's so pretty. All right, ladies. Okay, so we do have an announcement that came out today from Stampin' Up. And I don't have the product yet. It'll be here tomorrow. So I may hop on here tomorrow just to show you the new product. We have a new stamp positioner is what it's called. It's a lot different than the one we had before, but it is a stamp positioner, so you guys can picture that. It's available. It will be available if you sign up as a demonstrator. So, starting February 3rd, if you sign up as a demonstrator, you can get it for absolutely free. And it's a $50 item. It's a $49 item. So if you sign up to be a demonstrator, you get it for free in addition to the regular sign up. So the regular sign up is you get $129 worth of product for $99. That's what it is here in the US. And so you would get your $129 worth of product of your choice for $99, plus you would get the new stamp positioner. So if you've thought about signing up, this is a great time to do it. You get that free stamp positioner. You know that there's no obligation once you sign up. It's totally up to you. I would love to have you as a part of my team to support you in whatever you decide to do. And you can find me at stampwithdeb.com. And if you have any questions or you need anything, go to stampwithdeb.com, and there you can send me a message and I can get back to you. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed my little card. Bye-bye.